Each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts, and stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypresses grow not in each other's shadow. And a woman who held a babe against her bosom said, "Speak to us of children." And he said,
Once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And every day the boy would come and he would gather her leaves and make them into crowns and play king of the forest. He would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. But time went by, and the boy grew older, and the tree was often alone. Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. Apples. Take my apples, boy. Then you will have money and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her out, and the tree was happy. The boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the tree shook with joy. "Boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I am too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me. I want a wife and I want children. And so, can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "But you may cut off my branches and build a house. Then you will be happy." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy. But then the boy stayed away for a long, long time. And when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered. "Come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. the tree was happy, but not really happy. And so, after a long time, the boy came back again. "I'm sorry, boy," said the tree, "but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone." "My teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree. "You cannot swing on them." "I am too old to swing on branches," said the boy. "My trunk is gone," said the tree. "You cannot climb." "I am too tired to climb," said the boy. "I'm sorry," sighed the tree. "I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I am just an old stump. I'm sorry, boy." "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." "Well," said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could, "well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down. Sit down and rest." And the boy did, and the tree was happy.
Believe you're here, lying next to me. You brought to life a dream that I almost forgot. And this time I'm giving all I've got. This time I'm giving all I've got. It's different this time.
Can't get up for falling down.
There are times when life is happy. There are times when life is sad. Now it's time that we remember all the fun we had.
What you gonna do, sinner? Tell me what you gonna do. That is why I'm giving you a warning, sinner. Cause one of these mornings, Gabriel's gonna sound his trumpet. First of all, oh, the dead in Christ is gonna rise. No need to run, sinner. You can't hide. No need to run, sinner.
I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I've got, baby. They don't bother me. Said I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got. Listen, baby, somebody understand me. Somebody give his hand to me. I stumbled long ways on my own. That I've tried, but it just ain't no use. But my light of hope is burning dim. But
that cute little baby there kind of remind me of my girlfriend's little baby. He was born with mustache and she was tickled to death. You know, as I was saying, Uncle Sam had a bunch of Marines over in one of them islands. And one hot night, the boys couldn't sleep in the barracks, so they just took their blankets and went outside and spread them out on the ground. They kept their T-shirts on and their shorts. Here's one smart joke. He had to take off his shorts and he just had on his T-shirt and spread out, and he lay down, he went to sleep. One of them great big old snakes sneaked up on him and swallowed it. He started to holler, "Help! Get this snake off of me! Get this snake off of me!" And the boys went there and they grabbed it onto the snake and they tried to pull, and the more they pulled, the tighter that snake would get. They picked him up and they carried him in the barracks and they laid him down on the bunk. And they worked and they worked and they couldn't move that snake. So they said, "We got to call the doctor." So they called the doctor. The doctor come there and he worked with the snake. He couldn't budge that snake. He said, "The only thing I can do about this snake is to cut it." And he reached back and got a big one of them big old bolo knives that they use over there. And he grabbed the snake about halfway and he drew it back. He said, "Hold it, doc. You don't know how much is down in that snake." I'm telling you this. There's something else. That's just like a little Jewish girl and her little boyfriend was on their way to the park one day. And as they was walking along, she looked over and she seen two dogs. She said, "A.B., what is he doing?" He said, "Oh, Rosa, he's giving her the ropes." "Oh, yeah?" Sure. They walked a little further. She seen a bull and a heifer. She said, "Oh, Abe, look, Abe, what is he doing?" He said, "Rosa, do I have to tell you for the second time that he's giving her the ropes?" She said, "Okay." They when they got to the park to sit out on the bench, she looked over in the pond. She seen two ducks. She said, "Abe, oh, Abe, look what he doing. What is he doing?" "Rosa, the third time I'm telling you, he is giving her the ropes." So she sat there a few minutes and she leaned over and she kissed Abe on the cheek. She said, "Abe, why don't you give me the ropes?" Abe took her over in the bushes and started giving her the ropes. She reached down and she said, "Oh, Abe, what is these?" He said, "They are nuts." She said, "Untie the knots and give me more rope." I'm telling you. That's just like two guys, two gamblers. They had a club where they gambled. So that night they was locked up and as they was pouring out the door, a beautiful chick rushed up and she said, "Oh, don't tell me that you're locking up so early." He says, "2:00, lady." She said, "You know what? I just want one crack at the dice for $1,000. And this other smart aleck, he said, "Oh, man, come on, unlock the door and let the chick in. Come on." So he unlocked the door. They went straight to the dice table. He pulled on the light. She went straight to the ladies' room and pulled off all the clothes and come back buck naked. Walked up, laid $1,000 down, picked up the dice and said, 7-11. Picked up the $2,000, went on to the ladies' room, put her clothes on, and walked straight out the door. He pulled out the light when they got outside. He said, "Hey, man, did you see that 7-11? He said, "Hell no, I thought you did." I'm telling you, they always think they're smart, but they always get caught in the end. Like a guy was driving down the highway. He looked up and he seen a sign says, Stop at Grandma's, $10 a head. Quarter of a more mile, he looked up, he seen another sign. Stop at Grandma's, $10 a head. Darn, he said, Grandma must be something wonderful. Got out a little further, he looked, he says, turn right to Grandma's, $10 a head. He whirled to the right and he run right up in front of Grandma's door and he had his $10 in his hand. He run up, he said, are you Grandma? She said, yes. And he handed her $10. She said, go right through there and first door to your right. And he rushed down the hall, the first door to the right. He stepped out and he stepped out into space and he stepped out in a great big tank of water. He went down. When he come up, he seen a great big sign. You just been screwed by Grandma. There's something else. They get smart from the go. They real smart. I'm telling you, like 3 little boys sitting out on the curb, about 10 years old. One said to the other, said, man, say, if you had your wish, what would you wish? He said, you see that Cadillac sitting over there? Said, if I had my wish, that beautiful white Cadillac with all that red upholstery, electric windows and all that coronium. Say, I wished I had that. The other little boys, he said to him, if you had your wish, what would you wish? Say, you see that Cadillac right behind the one you're talking about? He said, yeah. Say, if I had my wish, say, look at all that beautiful black, all of that leopard upholstery, all that coronium all around. Say, man, if I had my wish, that's what I would want. Said to the little boy sitting over on the end, he's sitting there like this, his head on his chin. Say, if you had your wish, what would you want? He said, man, if I had my wish, I'd want hair all over my body. Say, what in the world do you want with hair all over your body? He said, my sister's got that much hair and she owns both of them Cadillacs. Boy, I'm telling you, there's something else. They smart. 3 guys walking down the street just got out of one of those mental institutions, walking down the street. One said to the other, say, you know one thing? He said, I'm Caesar. He said, what? He says, I'm Caesar. He said, hell, man. He says, I'm Napoleon. The other say, oh, both of you crazy. He said, I'm Jesus Christ. He said, oh, man, you ain't no Jesus Christ. He said, you don't believe me? I'll put your money up, I'll bet you. He did. He said, come with me. They walked around the corner to one of them houses of ill repute. He walked up and he rang the doorbell. And the landlady come to the door. She opened the door. She said, Jesus Christ, is you here again? That reminds me of another guy. He went to one of those houses of ill repute. He walked in. Landlady said, well, what do you have? He said, I want to see a girl. He said, I'll bring them on and let you take a peek. She rang the bell. First girl come out. Oh, she was so cute. She was just... He looked at her, shook his head. She went on. She pressed the button. That $20 gal come out. Oh, she was something else. The landlady said, now, this cat must be crazy if he don't want this gal. He looked at her. Looked up and down. They all wear them Seymour gowns, you know.
Seymour gowns.
He looked at her and he shook his head. She said, this man must be crazy. She rang the bell. Here come this beautiful, tall blonde. Oh, boy, she was gorgeous. And he looked at her and he looked over and he looked. He turned around and started to walk out. She rang the bell and he looked back. He thought she was ringing for another gal. When he looked around, there was that great big old 250-pound maid. He walked back, he said, now that's what I want, something that ain't been used much. My auntie, she had a cute little old boy, and he had a little red wagon running around over the floor. She was sitting over here, crocheting. My grandma, she sitting over there, she was knitting, and I was sitting there, and he was just playing. He winded the wagon up, and it'd run all around. Finally, it run up on his mama's dress. He looked up under the chair. He said, Mama, what's that? She said, that's my squirrel. He wound it up, run over some more, run over there, and run up on his grandma's dress. He looked at her, he said, Grandma, what's that? She said, that's my squirrel. Say, but look, Grandma, how come Mama's squirrel is black and yours gray? She said, if your mama's squirrel is cracked as many nuts as mine, hers would be gray too.